Hey everyone, Tasha here from Stardust Crochet. This week's Saturday Stitch Explorer tutorial is the picket, or it's a triple picket V-stitch. It creates this really awesome pattern with little pickets inside and the V-stitch. So I'm just using a 5mm hook with Caron cakes, cotton cakes, in a crew color. So to start, you work in multiples of 11 plus 7. When I'm working a foundation single crochet, so to do that you create a slip knot and chain 2. Then you're going to work into the first chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Then you're going to chain 1 through the first loop only, yarn over and pull through both, and there you've created one foundation single crochet. The second one works through the bottom 2 loops of the chain, and then you yarn over, pull up 1, chain 1, grab onto those 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through. So work any multiple of 11 plus 7 for a foundation single crochet, or if you're doing a foundation chain, you can chain any multiple of 11 plus 7 plus 3. So I've worked 18 here, so that's 11 plus 7. The first row we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to turn. We're going to work 1 double crochet into the first foundation single crochet. And then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to skip 3 of those foundation single crochets and work 1 single crochet into the 4th. And then we're going to chain 3 and we're going to create our little pickets with these. They're a little different than a normal picket. And then we're going to go and single crochet into the next stitch. So we've created 1 picket. Then chain 3, single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, single crochet into the next stitch. So there we have 3 of our little pickets. The next step is to chain 3, and again we're going to skip 3 on the foundation, and this time we're going to do a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet all into the same stitch, or chain 2, I'm sorry, and then double crochet into the same stitch. So it's double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and you can see it's starting to take form. Next we're going to chain 3, then we're going to skip 3 and work a single crochet into the 4th, and here we're going to do a little picket because we're at the end. So you're going to chain 3 again, and work a single crochet into the next, and that'll create the tiny picket that lines the edge of the pattern. Chain 1 after that, and then work a half double crochet into the final stitch of the row. And there's your first row. That's your starting row, and of course it'll be longer if you're working more multiples, so follow the pattern on my blog for the multiples. For the next row 2, which is our repeat row, we're going to chain 4 and turn. Then we're going to work a double crochet into the half double crochet that we worked from the previous row. And that one the double crochet will count as a double crochet and a chain 1. So then we're going to chain 3, we're going to skip that picket, we're going to skip that chain 3, and we're going to work a single crochet into the chain 2 space. And then chain 3 because we're going to do our little pickets again. So work a single crochet back into that after your chain 3. So we've got 1 picket, we're going to chain 3, work 1 more single crochet into that center. So here we have 2 pickets. And then we're going to do one last one. So chain 3 and work a single crochet into that same space. So there we have 3 pickets. We'll have 4 single crochets and actually 3 pickets, or 3 little chain 3s. The next we're going to do is chain 3. We're going to skip the chain 3, we'll skip 1 picket, and into the center of the next picket we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, which is our V-stitch. And then you repeat that from the chain 3. But since we're at the end, we're going to go ahead and skip, or we're going to do a chain 3 first. Then we're going to skip the picket and the chain 3. And here's where it gets a little tricky. You work into the 4th chain of the chain 4. And we're going to do a single crochet into that 4th chain. Another small picket, so we're going to chain 3 and do a single crochet into the same stitch. And then we're going to chain 1. And we're going to work a half double into the 3rd chain of that chain 4. Which it can be tricky, so if you want to go around the chain, you can, if it's really too hard to get it through. But you can also keep in mind to keep those last stitches a little bit loose, or the chain 4 a little loose, so you can actually get back into it. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble, so I'm having to use my hook to separate it. And that's our row right there, and it's a row 2 repeat. So we'll repeat row 2 until you reach your desired height. But we're going to do it one more time because the stitch is a little complicated. So chain 4 and turn, double crochet into the first half double crochet. Then we're going to skip the picket. Well, first we're going to chain 3, sorry. Keep getting ahead of myself. So it looks like I was supposed to chain 3. So chain 3 after that double crochet, skip the picket, skip the chain 3, and then we're going to work our 3 pickets into the V-stitch. So you single crochet, chain 3, and then we're going to single crochet 1 more, chain 3, single crochet into the same space. So there we have 2 pickets, and now we're going to do our 3rd. So you'll have 4 single crochets and 3 pickets. Then we're going to chain 3. We're going to skip the chain, skip 1 picket, and then we're going to do a double crochet V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet all into the same picket space. That's what we have so far. And then chain 3. We're coming up at the end again, so we're going to skip a picket, skip the chain 3, and we're going to work a picket into that 4th chain by doing a single crochet, a chain 3, and we're going to single crochet into that same chain 4, or the top of the chain 4. Chain 1 after that, and do a half double into the 3rd chain. That one went a little easier. And that's it. So there, you're going to repeat row 2 until you reach your desired height of anything you want to create. Pillows, blankets, market bags. I think it would look great as a market bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to keep in touch, join my Facebook group, Stardust Gold Crochet and Friends. And I also subscribe, hitting that little bell will get notified of all my tutorials. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Happy crocheting!